Hi, I'm Sifu Kuttel, and in this video, we're going to be working with the Tai Chi spear. So grab your spear, make sure to have some space, and let's get to work. This is a very simple combination, but you want to think of this as a forward moving thrusting combination. We really only have one technique that's going to be the forward thrust, the most fundamental technique for the spear, but in moving forward, we're going to be using a little bit of variable footwork and as well alternating hand positions for our front hand. Now you have to remember the classic spear maxim as we work on this: backhand lock, front hand loop. And this is going to be very important this time because we are shifting our front hand from a palm up position to a palm down position in between thrusting. Also make sure that you have your hand all the way down at the base end of the spear. And remember, since this is Tai Chi spear and it's a northern style, we have the right hand back and the left hand forward. Let's get to work. As we go over this technique, you're going to find that it can continue and travel. It's a very simple forward thrust combination. So we're just moving forward and thrusting the spear forward. But as we do this, focus on your weight distribution and using your stance to power the thrust. Do as many as you can. If you have plenty of space, do 5 or 7 in a row. If you don't have much space, do 1 or 2 and then move back. Okay, you'll have to work with what you can. The fundamentals will still apply. We have our right hand all the way down at the base end of the spear, and our left hand, we're going to start palm up, nice and loose. Remember, backhand lock, front hand loop. So we have that left hand is going to be able to let the spear slide through. Now, we'll start with a neutral stance, similar to if we're doing repulse monkey or play the fiddle. So all of our weight is on our back leg, barely any weight. Our front leg is going to be empty weighted. We're going to start with the palm up around dantian level, and our back hand is all the way down at the side, not attached to the hip. Now from here, I'm going to step out, shift forward with my bow stance, and thrust the spear, solar plexus level, ending with the spear all the way extended forward. Now from here, we're going to take a half step forward, and then I'm going to shift into that same stance we had before, similar to doing repulse monkey. As my right hand comes back, my left hand will move to the top so that I can press down. If I have an opponent following up with an attack, this can be used to suppress it, to parry or block. From this position, again, we'll step forward, shift, palm up, finish with our forward thrust. Half step in, shift back, press down, step out, bow stance, shift forward, and thrust. So you can see as this technique goes, we're just moving forward. Thrust, step, thrust, step, thrust. There's a lot going on here, so you really want to take the time to focus on your stance and how you're stepping so that you can really put your waist into this. Okay? So again, from starting facing this direction, we'll start palm up at dantian level. This tip of the spear is up, backhand is down, step, shift. My right hand ends up being cupped by my left. Step, press, step, shift, step, press, step, shift, step, press. Now, as a more advanced detail, after you get down with the fundamentals with this one, you get everything down, you're comfortable with it. One of the things I want you to focus on is maintaining the spear tip area. Okay, so after we thrust, it's very easy for us to step and let it dip and press down or go up. Try to have the tip of the spear stay in the same spot. In fact, the whole position of the spear. So after we thrust and you're moving forward, try to think of as you're stepping in, there's not really an effect to where the spear tip is. So you really want to make sure we have good tip control before we shift back, press, and then move in for our next thrust. Okay, so that one work on after you get the fundamentals down, but mainly you want to focus on thrust, press, press. Okay, so that's it. This is a nice, simple technique. You can do this as few or as many times as you want. I think it's great for training if you have the space to do 3 or 5 or even 7 of these, and focus on maintaining that same level with the upper body. So this is really important as you're shifting forward. The spear itself is going to be moving, and you want to move your body around it and powering it with that backhand and your waist rotation. Hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out some of the other spear training videos in the playlist, and I'll see you next time.